let's just rate all the players' performance yesterday. So I'm just going to do the whole back line, the goalkeeper, apart from maybe Timber, but basically Raya, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, they're all seven. It was fine. We stopped their attackers doing anything. Raya came out one time and stopped like maybe a one-on-one situation by sliding out, which was good. Um, yeah, they didn't contribute like offensively, but it's not their job. So, and they didn't really make any horrendous mistakes or anything. So it was pretty good actually. But Forest are obviously quite average attacking. I think they had 3 shots. Um, yeah, Timber was a bit loose with the passing, and he's normally a bit bad, but I wouldn't say he was bad. Like it was fine. So I would say he's a 6, and the other guy's a 7. And then I thought Zubamendi was pretty bad. Um, I think he like did some weird cross shot in the second half that was terrible because he was in a really good position. He didn't get control of the midfield, even though they weren't really doing anything like attacking wise. We still didn't have total control of the ball. Yeah, it was kind of average. I'd say he was a 4. Like again, he wasn't insanely poor. Rice was totally average as well because it's the same thing. Basically, they're the same uh, situation. So they didn't do anything, but like going forward, so they didn't create any chances really. But they also didn't control the middle of the park, like get the ball back quickly enough, or um, keep the ball well. So it was bad. They didn't do anything horrendously poor, but like as in they didn't do some really really bad mistake or miss a really easy opportunity. So they're both 4. I'd say Odegaard was pretty poor because his judge the way you judge him should be different because we care, or personally, if you're playing in that position, I care less about um, like I see it more as the job of the two more defensive midfielders, Rice and Zubimendi, to control the ball, keep the ball moving, and win tackles in the middle of the park. So his rating is judged on how much things did he, how many goal scoring opportunities was he a part of, and it was basically 0. So, like, I don't really, since last year and this year, I know people said he's got like better recently, but I mean, I wouldn't say it's like a trend. He had an okay game. Like that doesn't mean that you've recovered. Because for me, you need to do it for like, whatever, for 4 or 5 games in a row, not like just because you have one game doesn't mean you're back to your like best. I personally would not start him, like, because I think we can, particularly, maybe you could start him against the better teams because you're like thinking we want to control the game more and we want to keep the ball more. Like, but if I was playing a terrible team like Forest or whoever, then there's no danger in playing someone who's going to lose the ball more, but also create more chances. So, like for me, Emoneri would probably lose the ball more, but he probably would score more goals and he'd probably get more assists because Odegaard's got one goal this season, I think, in all competitions, and I think he's got 3 assists and he's played 21 games, 22 games. So that's terrible. That's really shit. So I find it quite annoying. I don't know what I think loads of people find this annoying, but like you you get preferential treatment for being shit. It makes no sense. Because I personally, at the moment, would basically play people, even if they're playing shit, who can have a moment in the game. So, for example, Trossard could play shit the whole game. Like, you think he's shit, I would still start him. I'd still, like, he's being crap. I'd just leave him on the pitch because he can actually shoot and finish. Whereas people who are not the moment players and they're playing shit. So they're playing shit overall. They're not helping the team and they're not going to have a moment in the game because the stats suggest that like both this and last season, there's a very low chance that he is going to get a goal or an assist in the game. So what is the point in leaving him on the pitch for like to me it's pointless. And also I would only consider I personally would play more attacking, but say even if I was thinking defensively, I would only play him in the games where we're playing a good team who is actually going to attack because losing the ball in this game is not that important. Like, if we lose the ball, they're not going to score from it. If we lose the ball against a good team in Champions League or something, then you could be like, yes, they might punish us. So we want to be more controlling of the game. But it's very pointless against the shit teams because they're not going to punish you. So you can take more risk. Yeah, obviously, I mean, we're going to if we lose this season, it's not from losing games, it's from drawing games. Just like last season, we drew so many games because we can't score enough goals, basically. But anyway, yeah. Next, Madueke was okay. I didn't. I think people thought he was bad. I didn't think he was that bad, but he was okay. But I still would play Saka because of the same thing I was saying. Like, play people even if they're playing shit. Like, because they have world class moments, and that's what makes you win the game. So anyway, Madueke was okay. I'd say he's like a 5 out of 10 or something. I'd give Odegaard a 2 because what's the point in you being there? And then yeah, Trossard, Martinelli obviously missed that chance, but sometimes people will miss. I'm just not actually as angry as other things, like to be honest. But yeah, I mean, you have to give him a shit score because you're meant to be a professional. So I don't know. He's a 2 as well. Um, and Gyökeres was a 2. He was bad. Like did he was just not helping any area of the game in attack, in getting the ball back. All was bad. So I'd give him a 2 as well. And then people who came on, obviously Saka was good. I'd say he was a 7 because he actually created chances. Jesus was like very average. He ran. He's like got good energy, like, but sometimes is a bit like he's not clinical as well. I'd actually play Havertz to be honest at the moment, but because he's a bit, it's like just or Marino. They're like they actually are quite good at football, and that sounds retarded, but like you can tell by their touch and stuff, and their finishing that they are slightly better. Anyway, yeah, Meze was didn't can't even remember what he did. Was He was pretty bad as well, wasn't he? They were all like fours. Who else do we have? Yeah, Trossard didn't do that much, so 5 or whatever. Marino was okay, but he missed a really easy chance as well. But I think because he's getting in the right position and stuff, I think Marino's been a bit mugged off because actually he's played well, in my opinion, this season. Like he's been one of our better players when he's come on, but he never gets a start, and he plays well for Spain. Like he's a good player, but yeah, I don't know why he's not featuring. Considering because I'd say like obviously, for example, Norgard's been okay player, but you can tell that like he's not a quality player. But I'd say Marino could be a quality player because he does a lot of good things, and I would definitely play him more minutes and not entirely just as a backup player. I would be like, he's not just a squad player; he should play as well. Also, I think Ethan's been mugged off as well because he was one of our better players last season, and now he's not allowed even on the bench as an option. But it is quite tricky to figure out who to drop. So anyway, and what would I say? The like Arteta gets a low rating because he gets a free because he will drop other players who are really good, such as Saka. Like it's not like there's no rule. There's like an Odegaard rule. So everyone else who's either cost lots of money or um, like is a good player can be dropped. So you know, for example, Trossard can be dropped, but he's been good, and Saka can be dropped now, but he's been good. And obviously, like Saliba and Gabriel and Raya, they're actually also not going to get dropped, but they're actually good. But yeah, it seems like Odegaard just can't be dropped, which is I'm just like, why? What's that? What's that about? Because if you're playing shit, then I don't think you know. Like I said before, only the guys who have world class moments are undroppable. So because then you're like they're playing shit, but they're going to do something. But he's not like that, so I don't get it. Yeah, overall, I would. I don't know. Like, we'll be okay if the other teams are still going to be shit. But I think like we should. We will get loads more draws if we don't basically sort out. Well, I don't know if it's sorting out. I would just, yeah, just I would have personally just move out Gyökeres and move out Odegaard from the team for a while because they're getting low goals, low assists. So you're getting low goals, low assists. Then you're playing in the positions where you need high goals, high assists. Then you get subbed out. Sorry.